A cornerstone of the American dream clearly is having your own house. It is. Your own house is the American dream. You buy a home, you raise a family, you make memories, right? Well, for so many people now, home ownership is just out of reach. But why is that? Kady Valois is an attorney in the Pacific Legal Foundation's property rights practice. She joins me now. Kady, nice to see you today.
Nice to see you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, one of the cases here that I was reading about, you guys are involved with in Rhode Island, they had to sue a town, this family did, because they had a plan for 252 low to moderate income units, private units they were going to build, not government funded, not subsidized. They're going to build these private units, my understanding. And the government came in and used eminent domain to block this affordable housing plan. Why would the government want to block 252 units? We're starved for housing in America, are we not?
We are starved for housing, and particularly Rhode Island is starved for housing. The state here recognized that it needed more affordable housing units and actually was actively encouraging individuals to build affordable housing like our clients in this case. It's simply that they don't like this project and they don't like where it's located. And so they're using eminent domain as a cover to try and block the affordable housing by saying that they need a new town hall and other government entities to try and take that property.
So what's wrong with this project, according to the government? What's wrong with its location? What's wrong with the funding? I mean, we're 252 low to medium income units, I think, would be desperately needed just about everywhere, Rhode Island and every place else across this country. What's wrong with this? What's the government's issue, if you will?
We don't believe there's anything wrong with the project. The project is actively funded. It's something that our clients want to do. But the mayor has come out actively and said, even before the project was formally proposed, and said that he would not approve this project. He's not behind this project. He actively said that if our clients were willing to build $600,000 plus homes, he would roll out the red carpet and allow this project to go forward. But because it's affordable housing, he would not approve.
I see. So how long have you been in court? How long has this project been stalled? Because obviously they were on the track to do something. Builders collect ideas. They get, drawings. They have architects involved. You have site planning, all these different, a lot goes into building a building more than just, hey, let's just build a building. It doesn't work that way. There's a lot involved, a lot of front-end expense that I'm going to guess that your clients may have been involved with before they got stopped in their tracks. How far along in the project were they, and how long has it been in the court system?
The clients have been moving along with the project for a while now. They actually went ahead, filed their pre-application meeting, had that, and that's where they started to hit some walls with the local government there. And the local government said no, they weren't going to approve it. And so they kind of had to wait until they were able to learn that the town was going to take it by eminent domain. And just this past Monday, the town filed 2 resolutions formally taking the property, and on Monday we ended up filing our lawsuit.
So so just to be clear, so people understand, they seized the property. Your client comes along and says, I want to build 252 units, low to moderate income. The government says, we don't like that, and seized the property under eminent domain laws. I think that's probably abuse of government power, isn't it?
Absolutely. Government should very, very seldomly use eminent domain. The founders knew that eminent domain was going to be necessary, but they put safeguards on it. That's what public use is supposed to be for. The actual use for the piece of property needs to be public. After the Kelo decision in 2005, that changed somewhat to now public purpose. But here, the government is taking the property, and we call them pretextual takings. They're saying that they're going to use it for one thing, but the real reason they're taking the property is because they don't like the use that our clients want to put it towards.
So how long do you think this takes? Lawsuits, look, I know this well enough. They're a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It can take months. It can take years. Something like this, probably years. So for all intents and purposes, this project is dead at this juncture, unless it was resolved quickly, which I would highly doubt. And so your clients are going to move on to do something else, aren't they?
Well, our clients are committed to this project. We at Pacific Legal Foundation take cases up to the Supreme Court quite frequently. We've taken 20 since our existence and won 18 out of them. So we're familiar with the long haul. Our Sackett case that was against the Clean Water Act and Waters of the United States That case lasted 20 years. So we're in it for the long haul. Our clients are in it for the long haul, and they want justice. They want to be able to build on this property. It's important to them.
Right. So let me ask you this: Why is there this? I'm looking through some of the statistics here, and I see State Street, and I see BlackRock, and I see these big holding equity companies gobbling up these homes from $200,000 to $400,000 in places like Atlanta and other big housing markets, gobbling them up and taking them basically off the market. My belief is because they hope that at some point the government will be paying those rent payments to them directly. Section 8 expanded out across the country is my guess. They see this coming. So we have this pressure on housing units. We have the government wanting to push people into 15-minute cities in some places and trying to put that out there. We build less houses today than we did in the 1970s. Why all of these things going on in the housing market? Do you see something afoot here?
Absolutely. The housing market has always been somewhat volatile, but I think in an effort to make it less volatile, the government has taken the wrong step to do increased regulation. And this increased regulation leads to less housing being built, and people need somewhere to live. And so you have to ease off of some of the regulation to allow developers to build more housing to keep it affordable.
Yeah, we need to get off the dime on this one. All right, what's the next step in this lawsuit, Kady? Where are we in the process?
So we filed the lawsuit. We're somewhat waiting on the other side to give us an answer, but we will be pushing, hopefully, to have our clients get the property returned to them, and so that they can move forward with actually developing. We believe that it's unconstitutional what the government has done here. It's not for a public use. Like I said, it's a pretext. They don't really want the property for this municipal building. And so if it's not really for a public use, then the government has no right to take it. And so our clients would like the property back. And then as a second step, of course, trying to figure out if they are unsuccessful in getting the property back, figuring out just compensation as the founders intended.
Well, we'll keep an eye on this. Kady Valois, greatly appreciate you being here from Pacific. Greatly appreciate you being here as always. Thank you for bringing this. And please keep us up to speed on the Pacific Legal
Absolutely.
Foundations and this and all your other cases as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Look, you don't want wimpy talk in the morning. You want the facts, right? You do. And I appreciate that about you. That's why you're here so early. You want the facts. You don't want a wimpy start to the day. And you know what? That goes for your coffee, too. Your morning deserves more than weak, mass-produced junk coffee. You need 1775 coffee. Single origin, hand altitude. Hand-picked, that is, at high altitudes, roasted for bold, uncompromising flavor. No chemicals, no toxins. Just damn good coffee. Fuels your day the right way. 1775coffee.com/Gruber. 1775coffee.com/Gruber. Use that promo code Gruber. You're going to save 10%. It's what's in my cup. You're going to save 10% using that promo code. Every dollar you spend is an entry, by the way, to win a Tesla Cybertruck and $30,000 cash. Wake up. Stand up for something. Drink 1775 coffee. I think I need a little bit more this morning, actually. Go ahead and do that. Okay with you. We'll be right back.